2 1 2. My check 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? My check 1 2 1 2. My check 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? All right. Hey, just saying. Good night. Good night. Can you guys hear me? Oh my God! Wow. We got Sassy 81 in the building. Team Easy 420. Oh, Easy. Easy, what's up? Oh, Dean Donovan. Uh, well, I'm not 100% back, ladies and gentlemen. Just saying what's going on. Hey, friend, everyone on this side asking about you. Yeah, just let everybody know that good. Keisha, what's up? Kenneth, what's up? Yeah, Kenneth, I'm good. Listen, this is the situation. Um, there's no light. All right, I don't know if y'all can see nothing. Like, let me see. Is it down? I don't know where this camera is. Oh, that's where the camera is. Okay. So that light you see, my mom, she got this sensor light that she bought. So because there's no light here, she has that light. So every time she move, it goes off. It's supposed to be outside on the roof or something. So we're in total darkness up until the an hour ago. Hi, Monica Rose, how you doing? Up until an hour ago, I could not get any messages. I cannot make a call. Listen, I've exhausted every option in the world to come online. See, this seems like it's working until I try to play something. All right, let me see. Let me see if this going to look. Let me show you. See, look. Okay. See. Ooh, it's working. Okay. Okay. So this is my Lime phone. Karen, how you doing? Big up, Karen. Listen, before I say anything else, I want to say a huge shout out to all the well wishers, home and abroad. I want to thank you guys so much. No, this is not Starlink. As a matter of fact, I have a Lime phone. This is my Lime chip. I never really used it. So I left my house trying to get some charge on the phone because there's no electricity. So I went to my usual spot when the hurricane hit last year. So I went to my usual spot, and so I was there. And before I went there, I went somewhere else, and there's a lady there. She had her Lime phone, and she was getting messages. Everything was working. Her data was working. So I said, "Wait a minute, is that a digital?" She said, "No, Lime." So I said, "Wait, yo, I gotta activate my Lime chip." So I had to put on credit on the Lime chip. Oh, and thank you to the people that sent donations. That definitely helped. Thank you so much. Uh, y'all know yourselves, the ones that sent the other day. Thank you so much for the donations. So I had to get credit on the phone, and then I had to activate the credit, activate the chip, and then I put on the service. Hey, Sassy, and then I put on the service. Once I put on the service, Easy did it. What's up, man? Easy did it. You changed names too much if you're still here, bro. Lord have mercy. Anyway, so I put the chip in, put the credit on, activated the service, and the service was not working all the time. So my Lime phone and my Digicel both has both of them has service, and none of them wasn't working up until an hour ago. I had it on airplane mode at one point. I said, man, this is just killing my battery. It's working, but not really. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's the situation right now. It's total devastation. The damage in my area. I don't know when we're gonna get light. I really don't. I don't know when. There's no water either. But there's areas in Jamaica that is far worse than where I am. And keep y'all prayers. There's people that are trapped right now in some areas, and I don't even know the latest update. I don't even know if the police or helicopters got to them. I mean, they surrounded by water, ladies and gentlemen.
Urban Development
But listen,
Corporation UDC.
Somebody sent me this, and I like how the Jamaican people are thinking. Lorna, what's up? I like how the Jamaican people are thinking. Somebody sent me this. Who remember when Andrew Horner said this? Listen to this. This was a little while back. Listen to this.
Speaking at the opening of the new KFC location in Black River today, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Horner said, following advice from the Urban Development Corporation UDC, the parish.
Oh, I gotta give Karen a whole lot of props. Hey, shout out to my brother KB, man. Salute to KB all day, every day. You already know. Tell my brother salute, please. You know what I'm saying? That's the broski forever. But yeah, Karen, you was on point. Karen told me, Bolo, stock up on water. Stock up on water. Get as much water as you can. It's not too much drinking water. And yo, look right now, that should be necessary, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, if water goes out for a long time, the saving grace that I have is that I can go to the river and go, you know what I'm saying? Go take a shower, which is, you know, very much inconvenient, but hey, this is an inconvenient time. And we Jamaicans, so we usually go to the river, but when there's a influx of people like going there, I never like to go there, like a whole bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? I like to go to the river when it's just a few people there. Now you're gonna find a lot of people going to the river just to take a shower because there's no water in their pipes. Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. Exactly. So that's the situation. The water is a very serious situation. And so, like I said, the prime minister of the country, Andrew Holness, you know, with you already know there's theories about this storm being man-made, and I have to say I am one that's leaning towards that to be a reality. I've said in previous videos why I believe so. I'm not gonna go over that, but this, oh yeah. Do you guys with all for my people that are in for my people that are in Nene, how you doing, darling? For my people that are in the States, do you guys remember what happened in Hawaii? Y'all remember that fire in Hawaii? This feels like the fire in Hawaii. Hey Cynthia, what's up? How you doing, sweetie? Salute to you, salute to you. Do you guys remember? Thank you so much, Nene. I appreciate you, baby. Do you guys remember that fire in Hawaii? Y'all remember that fire in Hawaii? Yeah, this feels like the fire in Hawaii. Yo, now I know, Kenneth, I know cloud seeding, I know all of that. But this right here is next level, bro. Listen, this right here is next level. What's up, Yankee? Let's big up yourself, my brother. Big up yourself. And one of the other interesting things, people is gonna say, "Oh, don't make this political." Why is it that in 1951, one of the worst storms Jamaica ever saw happened under the Jamaica Labour Party? Why is it in 1988, Gilbert, one of the worst storms at that point, hit Jamaica when the JLP was in power? Edward Siaga. Why is it that now, 2025, all these storms, 37 years apart, what a coincidence, the most devastating storm, hurricane to ever hit the Caribbean happens under the Jamaica Labour Party. Why is that? Okay, I see you. You're waiting to go home. Okay. Kenneth, I'm just saying. I'm just asking the question. Why is that? Is that a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that 37 years apart, 3 of the worst storms ever to hit Jamaica happens under the Jamaica Labour Party? Okay, I got you, Cynthia. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Why is that? So, you know, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Thank you, Nene. All right. So let's check this out.
The parish is speaking at the opening of the new KFC location in Black River today. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness said, following advice Dr. Andrew Holness said, following advice.
Oh, the data is terrible. Hold on. Data is terrible. I'm sorry.
From the Urban Development Corporation, UDC, the parish is the best option. Kelisha Williams has that story.
Come on, stop. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Speaking at the opening of the new KFC location in Black River today, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness said, following advice from the Urban Development Corporation, UDC, the parish is the best option. Kelisha Williams has that story.
Why is it stopping right there, bro? All right, so until it comes back. Basically, what they said here is that they identified lands in St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, one of the worst hit storms. And somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but somebody told me that the way how the storm moved in St. Elizabeth, it actually turned back.
Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness used the opening of...
So, somebody that is here, that is in the States, you can correct me if I'm wrong. You guys been following this. I heard that the storm, the hurricane, Melissa, she actually did like a 360 kinda in St. Elizabeth. Like she twirled around a little bit, went away and then came back type of vibe. How interesting, how coincidental that maybe, I don't know, a month ago, the Prime Minister of Jamaica was having this speech about making a smart city, a new city,
Prime Minister,
a new city. Listen.
Dr. Andrew Holness used the opening of this KFC location in Black River, St. Elizabeth, Saturday morning.
Okay, Sassy, I will, sweetie, I will. I'm trying to get this thing to play without, but you know, I'm having difficulty with the data, obviously. I will. Thank you so much for the donation, Sassy81. Yeah, how convenient. How convenient they have their eyes set on St. Elizabeth to make it a smart city.
So what he has is a big deal moment, not just for the parish, but for Jamaica.
But suffice to say that the area that we have been advised is the best area to do an entirely new city, and it is because all the...
You hear that?
The requisite elements to create a new city.
Thank you so much, Joanne. Thank you. I know you sent it earlier. Thank God the internet kind of popped up so I could actually hear it. When I heard this, I said, oh my God. So they have identified an area in St. Elizabeth that they want to make this city, this new city, something different from Moby and Kingston. You understand? A modern city. So wait. So with this storm, what happens to the property value in St. Elizabeth? People, do not sell your land. Do not sell your land. Okay? With this storm hitting St. Elizabeth, the property value of all of that area that it was hit has gone all the way down. Some people might even be afraid of living there anymore. And I wouldn't, hey, I wouldn't be upset with them because of how much damage. You know what I'm saying? Thea, how you doing? Nah, Thea, this is God's work. I don't know how long this internet gonna hold up. The data has been trash the whole time since the last time I was live. I couldn't get a phone call. Man, listen, I was off the grid. You hear me? Totally off the grid. But they have identified a city, area in St. Elizabeth that they want to make a city in. And this hurricane comes and ravages St. Elizabeth. Specifically, the worst hit parish out of every parish in Jamaica. St. Elizabeth. Good night. How you doing, Asgold? Florence, what's up? St. Elizabeth is the worst hit parish in the entire country. I'm talking about people like CC said. People are literally trapped in St. Elizabeth. I got family down there, right? People are literally trapped in St. Elizabeth and cannot move from where they are. They are surrounded, blocked off, roads gone, like floods, like, bro. The last time I heard, that was the situation. I don't know what the situation is right now. What area is St. Elizabeth? All you got to do is go on the map of Jamaica, go to Google and type in. Let me see if I can. Well, I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do all of that. Listen to this. It has the requisite elements.
The area that we have been advised is the best area to do an entirely new city, and it is because all the requisite elements to create a new city exist here. And you don't want to create a city that replicates Montego Bay and replicates Kingston. You want to create something unique.
No. What element is Andrew Owens talking about? He said that it has the right element to create a city in St. Elizabeth. What element is that? What does it? Can somebody Google the meaning of element and paste it in the chat for me, please? One of my moderators or one of my smart people. Pearl. Pearly. Hey, Pearly. Pearly. Hey, listen. Just go ahead, please. Type in Google what element means and put it in the chat. The meaning on Google. He said St. Elizabeth specifically has the right elements to make a city, to build a city. What is in St. Elizabeth that is not in other places? What is this element he's talking about? What is this? Is it oil? How you doing, Cutnet? Salute to you, my brother. It's an essential or characteristic part of something abstract. Okay. So it could be a majority of things then. But it is something that is of value because it's essential and an essential part of something, basically. Yo, you cannot make this up. I don't even have to say nothing. How does this look, y'all? Tell me the truth. So months ago or whenever that was, he had this conference, right? I don't know what date this was. New city will be in St. Elizabeth, Wholeness declares. And somebody posted up and said, don't sell your land. Full stop. And I don't disagree with them at all. Because again, I'm just asking the question, what is in St. Elizabeth? Oh, by the way, y'all remember the flood that was in Miami, in Florida? Y'all remember those areas that was flooded? What did they say was in those areas? Wasn't it elements? Wasn't it minerals? Nene, is it Montego Bay, Negro, Otrius? What area? Nah, St. Elizabeth, let me tell you, St. Elizabeth is not in those places. St. Elizabeth is more St. Elizabeth is more like southwest. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try and see if my Google Maps is working. Map of Jamaica with parishes. So I could show you. Give me a second. So if you track the storm, if you Ryan Campbell, what's up, my brother? Hold up. Hey, check this out. Hey, big shout out to Sassy 81 with the donation to the Cash App. I thank you so much. She says, I pray this helps. Oh my God. Listen, any donation is welcome. I thank you. All right. You know what I'm saying? You gave it from the heart. So that's all I need. That's all I need. When it comes from the heart, man, it kind of hits different. It has greater value. You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much for the donation to the Cash App, Sassy 81. Wait a minute. Did my internet go? So yeah, if you watch the storm trajectory, where the eye went and stayed the longest, yeah, where the eye went and stayed the longest, that is where St. Elizabeth is. Where it entered Jamaica, that place called Black River, that is where St. Elizabeth is. Where it had the landfall, that is where St. Elizabeth is. An element is a pure substance that cannot be broken down into simpler substance by chemical means, according to Google. Ooh. So what element, bro? What element is this, bro? What is this element that is in St. Elizabeth that makes it the ideal place for them to make a city? And the next question is the hardest hit areas in St. Elizabeth the area that they do want to make the city or build the city? These are things that we need to research. These are things that we need to look into. All right? Hold up. Come on now. Stop playing. These are things that we need to look into, y'all. Because this is outrageous. Listen, and this is if, I'm asking a question. If evidence comes out years down the line or whenever that indeed we were right in what we believe to be true about this hurricane, I am praying to God that He exacts the right judgment, the just judgment on anybody that has knowledge and was a part of it. I pray that their entire family is affected by this sin that they committed. If indeed what we believe to be true about this hurricane, people have lost their lives. People have lost their minds. People are devastated. Their entire house went. Some of them went underwater. Some of them just mash up. You have people right now that is marooned, locked off. The last time I checked, no food, no water. Listen, money can't even help them. They need literally help, genuine help. People to go there, get the resources. They need the government to be the government, to have their back. How you doing, Jennifer? Good to see you, sweetie. They need the government to have their back and actually go to these places. Get the helicopter, whatever it takes. Get the people out. That is exactly what these people need, yo. They need like urgent. Oh, we're gonna put all the money in place. No expenses barred. It's all about your life and your quality of life. I am grateful. Uh, the eye of the storm did not pass through where I am, because everywhere that I went, man, listen, bro, yo, I've seen some pictures and some videos. I'm telling y'all, man, it's just because I'm using the phone, and my phone is full. I had to delete a whole bunch of videos from my WhatsApp. People were sending me all types of stuff. Montego Bay, Westmoreland. In my area, oh my God. The trees. A lot of light wires are down. A lot of roads was blocked initially. Like, a lot of roads was blocked initially. You know, there's this stretch where I live, where the trees are on this side of the road, like the right side of the road, and man, like 80% of those trees are falling. I've never seen no shit like that. All of those trees are close knitted. Like, there's not much air between them, and 80% of them. The good thing about it, they did not fall in the road. They fell on the sidewalk, and of course, there's houses on that side, but there wasn't any much damage to property. I hope. I was just passing by. You know what I'm saying? I didn't stop. I was, what I'm saying, I had to come home. But man, and what is gonna happen now is everything is gonna go up. The taxi man is raising the bus fare. If you're gonna take a taxi, they're gonna raise the fare. So you gotta pay more to go wherever you're going. I do not want to go to the hospital right now. Like that, I am terrified of going to any hospital right now in Jamaica. I don't know. Some of the hospitals have been affected to the point where they have been destroyed. They're like, it's not functional. Even I heard that happened in St. Elizabeth. Like, the hospital is out. So it's just saying, exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? If you guys type in St. Elizabeth, I think you're going to see the most devastation out of everywhere else in Jamaica. That's where it got hit the biggest. And it's funny. This storm was supposed to hit Kingston. It was supposed to enter into Kingston Harbor. And then it said, nope, not really. Continued west, took its time. Almost tricked us into thinking it was going west more. People was out here praying, please go west. Don't enter the land, please go west. And then that bugger turned into St. Elizabeth. You can't tell me that's a coincidence, bro. The same place they want to make a city, they want to build a city. The same place. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play this because the internet, like I said, is trash. But I saved a couple of videos on my Instagram. Damn. Did I delete my Instagram? Oh, no. Hell no. Hey, listen. You got it. You tripping, man. Listen. We going to find a way. We going to find a way, boy. You tripping. We going to find a way. Trust me. Let me see if I can get this iPhone data opening up. Yes, thank goodness. Let's see. And then I can turn off the Bluetooth to this phone and carry it to this phone. And then I can play the Instagram videos. Listen to these, bro. Listen to these guys right here. Man, when I heard this, I said, man, these dudes is thinking exactly what I'm thinking. I'm like, what? They just went in more in depth. These guys just went more in depth. I was like, yo, bro, It's like they came with the questions and they brought receipts. That's what they did. So people got to answer to this, because in the pandemic, people were saying, "Oh, y'all's conspiracy theories." Shit, I was one of them that probably was saying that too. Russell in the building. Thank you so much, my brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly, Russell. Exactly. Hey, Russell know what he be talking about too, man. Russell is locked in, man. Yeah. Y'all think Russell know what he talking about? You heard? Russell locked in. Russell can be on a platform talking shit, or he could be on a platform talking some real shit. Russell know what he talking about. That's facts, Russell. And shout out to everybody, man, that's been praying, prayers and sending well wishes, just having me in their thoughts. I really very appreciative of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so thank y'all so much, man. That means a lot. So it's not working, unfortunately. Let me see if I can use the other data that I'm actually on the live with to see if it's better. So I can play this thing. 1 second, let me see. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Are you guys still hearing me good? Yeah, the new weapon is weather. Police is patrolling. I ain't gonna lie, the police been working their ass off, man. Pause. The police has been working their ass off. Boy, even the water trucks, the firemen, oh, they was driving through while the storm was going on. They was driving through. Oh, shoot. Can you just please go to the messages? I need the messages, please. Go to the messages. Thank you. Thank you so much. My activities, likes. Yes. Let me see. Come on, please come through. Yes. Thank you. Listen to this. Please play.
Well, the more I look into this devastating hurricane that's happening in Jamaica right now, the more I start to raise some questions. Did you know that Jamaica is on the 2030 Smart City agenda? Who else is on that agenda? LA, before their forest fire, directed energy weapons. Sorry. Maui was also on that list before their forest fires that demolish everything in sight and don't burn the trees somehow. Then we have this natural disaster.
So the fire in Maui, it burnt everything in sight and left trees. I did not know that. What? Bro, this is so obvious.
Jamaica, because you can't really build smart cities on top of current foundation now, could you? This is the biggest hurricane that's ever hit Jamaica, by the way. This place is very close to my heart. You think that this is just natural, God's plan? Then your head's in the sand and has been for a long time. It's also super interesting, the Maui wildfires that happened. This red line here is where all the devastation was, and it's the exact same transit that their proposed railway was for their smart city. What a shocking coincidence. Now look, guys, this is engineered 100%. Don't care what you think, it is. The thing that they don't want us to know is that we as a collective can cancel all of this shit out. We can abolish the parasites that are doing these things. They fear the day that we come together and we start working in unity. We start manifesting as a collective. If everyone in the world would sit together right now in silence and start putting our good thoughts into creating a new world for ourselves, then it would absolutely happen. The parasites cannot manifest. That's why they put all these ideas into the collective consciousness, because we hold the matrix up like glue. Now, I'm praying for Jamaica. I'm sending my good energy and all of my beautiful thoughts that way. And everyone watching this should too. If you don't know what HARP is, look up HARP. If you don't know what geoengineering is, look up geoengineering. These are man-made events, all with a plan to further their agenda. Now, let's keep our thoughts and prayers with Jamaica, and let's manifest a better future. Peace and love.
I want to know what y'all think about that, man. You heard the man. You heard the man. Yeah, listen. Bro, you cannot make this up. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
Wouldn't it be crazy if Hurricane Melissa is currently on the shores of Jamaica and it's looking like one of the most powerful storms to hit Jamaica in 100 years? Wouldn't it also be crazy if the trajectory of the hurricane was drastically different last week? It was supposed to be going north, you know, and then all of a sudden it kind of made a sharp turn towards Jamaica. Wouldn't it also be crazy if the severity of the hurricane really exponentially picked up over the last few days as it approached the shores of Jamaica? Rapid acceleration. And I mean, I could throw up a number of patents right now showing that government has these technologies. But wouldn't it also be crazy if Jamaica, Kingston has been named to be a smart city 2030, completely digital ID, digital everything, Big Brother, all that. Peter Thiel, Palantir, coming to a city near you. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Wouldn't it also be crazy if, I mean, you know, there's debate about whether these reserves are real, but I guess it'd be kind of crazy if Jamaica may have just discovered like $400 billion in natural resources. I mean, it'd be easy to mine if everything was just fucking gone. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that would all be so crazy. But I mean, who would do that to Jamaica? It's not like the American government was funding rival factions of their governments. Now that's crazy, dog. Wouldn't it be crazy if Hurricane Melissa is currently on the shores of Jamaica?
Wouldn't it be crazy, y'all? Wouldn't it be? Yo, I'll tell y'all something, man. We are living in one of the most interesting times in our history. And it's like the first brother said, we all got to get up and stand up together. Like, you know what I'm saying? These people, so-called elites or whatever they think they is, they literally parasites, bro. Literally. How, I'm telling y'all, this thing is gonna blow up quick. People are gonna find out something. And when they do, people is already suspicious. I'm not the only one out here thinking what I'm thinking. I'm not the only one out here looking at this storm like, huh? What? Bro, whose storm is this? Literally. Whose storm is this? Yo, whose storm is this? Where were you manifested from? And I mean, I've missed a lot, you know, in these last, today's Thursday, almost Friday. I missed a lot in the last 48 hours. I haven't even been able to watch my favorite content creators in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no internet. I hope this means tomorrow we get light. Hopefully. Lord have mercy. Let it be. Let it be. But I really need water first. Let it be. I mean, listen, a large majority of the I would say leaders in the world of countries have sold out to the world agenda. 2030. They got their agenda, bro. They got their agenda. You know what I'm saying? And some people are woke up out of the matrix. Others are still sleeping. And as a matter of fact, the ones that are sleeping, when you start to talk and really ask questions about these things, they want to fight you. They want to argue you down. They want to argue down all the suspicious things that are there right in their faces. Oh, but that don't mean this, and oh, that don't mean that. Then what does it mean? Do you have the answer? Give me another logical reason why St. Elizabeth coincidentally gets destroyed by one of the most uncharacteristical hurricanes in the history, if not the most I mean, this thing was moving what? 20 miles per hour? 20 freaking miles per hour, bro. 10 miles per hour? It was literally moving like that. Literally. So I'm like, that's the first thing that caught me. I said, I ain't never seen no storm move this slow. At one point, it's almost like it was standing still. You know, anybody, I don't know if y'all know what a gig is. For my Jamaican people, you know what I'm talking about. So we used to play with gigs when we were younger. You put the rope around it and you spin it. This storm was moving like a gig that didn't move from its position. But guess what? For you to have a gig stay in one position like that, it had to wobble first. This storm came out the womb, chilling like a gig. Took its little time, built up its strength. Oh, that's the other thing. The storm went from 0 to 100 in less than 24 hours. I said, what? When they told me it was a category 4, I said, you gotta be shitting me. Are you serious? You're joking, right? You got to be joking. There is no way. There's no way. This thing was a tropical storm a second ago. Literally a second ago. How did we get here? I don't care how warm the waters of Jamaica are. How did we get to the point where this thing went to a category 4 storm in 2 seconds? I ain't never seen no storm build up so fast, bruh. Never. What is going to come from the aftermath of this? First of all, plague. That's the first thing. Plague. All this water that is settled on the island, all over the island, in gullies, all around people's communities that are blocked off. Plague. The mosquitoes are coming. Now, what is coming with the mosquitoes? I don't know. Because they was talking about dengue breakout before this storm. Are we going to have a dengue breakout? If dengue breaks out, do we have the facilities in Jamaica, the hospitals, to treat a breakout of dengue? And the other thing, I saw this thing about they said that the Prime Minister said each person is gonna get $20,000. Well, or whatever, something about $20,000 to buy food. Okay, respectfully. We need serious planning. They said they were ready. We need them to activate the ready for me. That's what I need. I just need them to activate the ready. I want to see how ready they are. Get these people out of where they're trapped. All right, get them out now. Get them out. Don't spare. Listen, you ask for help from overseas. Tell them all them ships that they got in the sea, America, Mr. Trump, sir. Do you have any helicopters out there that can rescue people in St. Elizabeth? We would love to have their services. Thank you very much. Can Andrew Onis talk to the Trump administration and help to rescue the people in St. Elizabeth? Can we get a rescue mission going? Can we get some boats down there for the places that are flooded and get people out of there? People are going to need medical assistance. They've been need medical assistance. All that water. People are going to get sick, bro. Man, listen. This is all types of bad. Right now, people have spent up their money preparing for the storm. The storm took a week to actually reach. BOLO earthquake is coming next. If Jamaica doesn't repent, tell the people to repent. We've been telling them. We've been telling them. There were some people that was partying in the storm. Just imagine. There were some people that was partying in the storm, y'all. Partying in the storm. They got no, it's like nothing. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. That's a car passing by. Let me go to the newspaper. Let me see if Facebook I can get some information. Let me see.
Y'all, this flood that just took place in Mexico for the past couple of days.
Okay, that was a flood in Mexico. So things is going on all over the place. Things is going on all over the place. Let me see what's going on. I haven't really seen a lot of videos, like, you know, of what's going on for the last 48 hours. So let me see. So we got iconic stud farm decimated. Emergency evacuation required. Oh, these are horses. Okay. IMF ready to help Jamaica following Hurricane Melissa if needed. If needed? If needed? Are you kidding me, Nigel Clark? After you ran away, after Nigel Clark ran away to the IMF, boy, hey, God is gonna deal with y'all, boy. St. Elizabeth couple left vulnerable as they await Hurricane Melissa aid. Wow, so they have no house. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. No house. My God. No house. No telling, they probably got kids too. "92-year-old Eugene Nebhard weathered Hurricane Melissa in her boardhouse in Lacovia, St. Elizabeth. 2 days on, she sits amidst the wreckage of her home, uncertain about what comes next. St. Elizabeth remains one of the hardest hit parishes." 92-year-old. Miss, God held it together for you. Mercy of God. Look at this house. How did it not tear apart with these winds? Nobody can tell me that this is not God. But look at the shirt she's wearing. Yo, Jano, I feel it for her. I can't believe that she wear one Andrew Honest shirt, you know this. Andrew Honest, me know so you got to take the opportunity, yeah, to go and help the lady personally because she wear a shirt. And guess what? I am happy because it's all about you. That's the other thing. It's all about Andrew, you know. I heard that Andrew went on a platform talking about the Andrew Honest-led administration or the Andrew Honest-led government of Jamaica. I was like, all right, Nene, you have a good night too, darling. Thanks for pulling up. Did anybody else send any donations? Let me. Sorry about that. I just went to check see if anybody else sent any donations because I wanted to shout them out. So true, the earthquake is next. God is not playing with these people. They really needed to repent before the other event. Facts. So this lady right here, man, I hope Andrew Honest go and take him money and move this lady and give her a house. Not even government money, use your money. Yeah, man. Immediately. 92 years old, bro. Get her out, bro. House damage. Jamaica Customs Agency facility, disaster relief imports.
Based on social media videos that I've seen, that all toll booths remain open free of cost, east, west, and north, south. And when I say all toll booths, I mean all. So I'm instructing the toll authority and the operators that all toll booths are to be open for free flow of traffic to lessen the congestion. And I expect that to be carried out 100% as of now. So I want to reiterate based on so.
Okay, so they have free up all the tolls. Okay. That's 3 hours ago that this came out. Grange remember Barry G, the boogeyman. Barry G passed away. Rest in peace. Over 170 communities affected by Hurricane Melissa across 6 most severely impacted parishes. Let's see if we can open this article here. Bowler Daryl Voss sound like he went to Jamal schooling. I don't even, trust me. Listen, I'm holding back until my internet comes back fully. Because I am going to tear this government a new one. Pause. Trust me, I'm really holding back right now. More than 170 communities across the 6 most devastating parishes island-wide have been moderately and severely affected by the passes of Hurricane Melissa. The disclosure was made by Minister of Local Government, Desmond McKenzie, just to advise the country of 6 most severely impacted parishes: Manchester, St. Elizabeth, Trelawney, Hanover, Westmoreland, and St. James. Over 100, it's like that is one half of the island, you know. All of those islands are more to the west. It's one half of the island the hurricane really trampled, you know. You understand? Because the eye went there and those winds were ridiculous. You know, he further advised that emergency secure response teams comprising 117 members of the Jamaica Defense Force Disaster Assistance Response Team DART has been deployed to assist with search and rescue operations. They are en route making clearance and distributing food packages along with Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF and the Jamaica Fire Brigade in many communities that are accessible, Mackenzie said. He noted that the relief operation is also being carried out in collaboration with local and international partners, including World Food Program, United Nations Children Fund, UNICEF, Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, that's CDEMA, Red Cross Salvation Army, and others. Damn! Everybody was here, or everybody is here. The minister also indicated that thousands of well-thinking Jamaicans are also assisting with relief support. In response to the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, the government has launched a website to mobile support channel relief. A website, listen, websites right now. Anyone on here is from Hartford in South? Anyone on here is from Hartford in South? Anyone? And has heard from anyone? Boy, that are the biggest thing, hearing from people. Death toll of Hurricane Melissa rises to 19.
8 bodies have been recovered in St. Elizabeth, 2 in St. James, including a child, and 9 in Westmoreland. The search and rescue teams are still out there, and as I have any other numbers, I will let you know. I know this is not numbers you want to hear, but we are doing our best to get to everyone in the affected communities. The confirmed death toll from Hurricane Melissa is now at 19. 8 bodies have been recovered.
I don't like to hear that lady voice. She really rubs me the wrong way. They couldn't give somebody else to report that. Like, yo. Anyway, let me just move on. National Water Commission says customers across several parishes are now experiencing restoration of their water supplies as a number of its facilities resume operations. The NWC says over 20 water facilities were restored today. The company says despite challenges posed by high turbidity, power supply outages, and downed power lines, dislocated pipelines, lack of access to facilities, and other hurricane-related damages, significant progress has been made. Let me see if I can get any detail in this as to where exactly it is that they are going to have some relief, which parish. That's all they said. All right, so they're working on the water problem. Hopefully when I'm done and I go and, oh my God, look at this. Hi, Rosemary. Rosemary, what's up?
Oh.
So this is another year, another storm. Sentence Bay restaurant owner loses business again. Damn. I wouldn't build there again. So this owner in Sentence Bay, this whole property is done. I wouldn't build there again. Me personally. Your 95-year-old mother, my sister, nephew, and his children, and a few friends is in that area. That's why we need to turn back to Jamaica. Yeah, that's the next thing. Listen, if this doesn't motivate the people of Jamaica, Bolo, how you doing? CC, I am hanging in there. You know what I'm saying? People out there is way worse off than I am. My trigger is not having water. That gives me PTSD. Not having water gives me PTSD. I don't function very well when I don't have water in my pipe. That is my trigger. All right, some courts to reopen November 3rd. That is the judiciary. Key infrastructure extensively damaged by Hurricane Melissa will take a while to restore. No shit. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, we're gonna have a lot of alone time to communicate with God. That's a fact. Ain't no joke. Bartlett announces tourism recovery task force after Melissa. And I don't even wanna listen. Black River residents offer free cold juices to responders amid heat in storm struck down.
I'm just trying to give the officer soldier anybody wants some icy cold juice to drink because you know it's there at.
What kind of juice you have in there?
Natural juice.
Show me some of them.
We have June plum, ribena, beetroot, carrots, water and soda.
No.
So you are.
No, you tell me. Imagine this lady, after being devastated by the storm, is giving away these rich juices to the police and soldiers and firemen. Man, shout out to this lady, man.
How come you have ice cold juice when there's no
other restaurant in Black River here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we do juice and food. So just I try help out now. With the officers and the soldiers, we can't do much, but I try.
Okay. How long have you been out here giving away juices and so on?
From morning.
Are people receptive? Are they accepting it?
No, I'm proud.
4 minutes shut down. No, I really want to say a big shout out to that lady. Now, CC, that's one of the things that we were arguing about before the storm came. You know, there were a lot of drains that weren't cleaned. This could have been very worse, you know. This could have been way worse. If this storm hit, if this storm had come through Kingston, oh my God. If the eye of this storm was a category 5 had come through Kingston, the way it was originally supposed to come, and then through, go up north all the way to St. Mary and St. Anne's Bay, Runaway Bay, and Ochi and them place there. Yo, listen, man. That would have been a whole disaster by itself in that area. In that area, it would have been a disaster by itself in that area. But I think Kingston wouldn't have fared very well. The extent of the damage, I think it would set us back months. If that storm had went to Kingston, where everything is, the banks, everything, the main places, that's the capital of Jamaica. If it went there, oh my God. JUTC resumes regular services. Kingston didn't really get a lot of heat as far as I know. UWI extends suspension of classes amid Hurricane Melissa. That's the University of the West Indies. What's this? Woman who collapsed at her home in Arlington, St. Elizabeth, was transferred to Black River Police Station. God. I hope she's okay. Collapsed, you know. U.S. search and rescue team to arrive in Jamaica today. 6 hours ago. I hope they have arrived already.
So what you're looking at now is Craig Road, one of the few accessible roads into Black River, and as you can see, not a pandemonium here. As persons are trying to leave in and out.
Oh, yeah.
We've had reports of looting since morning. Persons trying to find and get in contact with loved ones. Persons just trying to move in and out. So, and you can see persons are getting stuck. The police is trying to get less to monitor the traffic, but it's very difficult. What you're looking at now is Craig Road.
Yo, people are trying to get out of St. Elizabeth. I mean, prayer is everything right now. Like, we cannot turn to nothing else but God, bro. God is the only saving grace at this point. Oh my God. See the lady here? Oh my God.
Drop this in time, what you doing? I'm holding it. Hold up in. This is the good one.
Wow. That's the lady in St. Elizabeth that collapsed. They're carrying her to the hospital. And look at the entrance of the hospital. Oh, yo, windows hit out. Yo, man, bro, I don't know, man. This is wicked. Homeless man in Negril unalived by container during Melissa. What? Unalived by container? How that work? How that work? His partially covered body was discovered on Wednesday morning as persons in the area came out to inspect the damage caused by the Category 5 storm. The deceased is known as alias Jermaine. So the container fell on him. I don't know why they don't cut down that tree, you know. Every time the vehicle them pass, like the big trucks, the tall one them, it tear off piece of the limb them and hang down. They need to trim that tree there. As a matter of fact, the way how this hurricane deal with it, that tree might fall down just randomly one day. Look, a breeze just blow it and it fall down. Yo, this is insane, you know. Look at this container. The container fell on the man, people. His body was found partially under it. Oh my God. So you're telling me that the wind blew the container and yo, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy. Jamaica warned against fake hurricane relief websites. Alright, this is dope. Listen, let me show you something. So the truck just passed a while ago, right? The truck just passed a while ago, right? And it hit down some trees. And that is a NWC. That's a NWC truck pickup passing and see it and ran over the trees, the limbs. I know they're going to pick them up right now. Shout out to the NWC. You see that? Shout out to the NWC. They're literally going to pick up the trees in the road right now. Yeah. Hold on. Them left it? Oh no, then turn back. Them turn back. Them literally turn back. Yeah, them turn back. Big up to the NWC for that. Let me see what them are doing. What are they doing? Only for the tree them are assess. To see if they need to trim it. Make some assessment. Probably they're making some assessments. No, I'm not outside. No, this is where I live. Like the road is down there. No man, I'm on my veranda. Let me show you. See? Shutters. Some still down. I'm not outside. I'm on this is what you would call the porch. Yeah. I hope you took I thought they was gonna take them up. But I guess they saw it wasn't that big. And they left it. There's just some local limbs still. Anyway. It says here Jamaica warns against fake websites. Let me hear what this man is saying.
I've been here for about 7 days or so, just before Melissa hit. Now we ended up staying by a friend's house, and I'm telling you that night that Melissa hit and we got part of the eye, it was devastating. I mean, there was trees, branches flying everywhere on top of the roof, you name it. The wind was blowing, you couldn't stand because the gust was so strong. And now, of course, we're here at the roadside trying to get some internet connection or cell phone connection. And we have no water at the house. We have no electricity, but we're still alive.
So my name is Carrie. I am Jamaican. I'm currently living in the U.S. I came to Jamaica for my little brother's destination wedding. And things escalated rather quickly, so we weren't able to get out. While I was booking the last flight, it was sold out of Kingston. So we're just kind of here making the most of it. No power, no cell service, no water, but...
Donovan, what you said, there's more cases of of containers being lifted in the air. You gotta be... What?
Hey, I'm just grateful to be here and everybody in my family safe. So, yes, making the most of it.
How did you know that you can get good?
Well, we saw all the cars pulled over, and so we thought, let's figure out why they're here. And then I think my cousin saw someone in a uniform from the local Digicel. And so we realized that's probably why everybody was pulled over, and we were able to get cell service here. Yeah.
Bag the window. Sporting.
Cayman providing aid. Cayman Islands. Look at little Cayman Islands sending US $1.2 million in relief supplies for Jamaica.
521 shelters which are fully in operation. Now, the numbers in the shelters would have reduced substantially over the last day because many persons who went to the shelter out of precaution have left those facilities and have gone back home. So we are down to about 13,000 persons within shelters. I know we can't speak.
There's a lot of people that they don't have nowhere to go, in terms of the shelter situation, so. They're homeless right now. They have been homeless before they went to the shelter, and some of them are homeless now because of the hurricane.
And to get food and water into Slipe and another community in St. Elizabeth that he spoke to me about, and those efforts are presently on the way. Just to advise the country of the 6 most severely impacted parishes: Manchester, St. Elizabeth, Trelawney, and over Westmoreland and
okay, I went through that already.
St. James.
I went through that already. Local death toll. Alligator Pond residents distraught from house tumbling into sea. Yo, listen to me, man. When I tell you that the devastation is real, the house tumbled into the sea, ladies and gentlemen. The house. Gone. Gone. NWC working to fix damaged water systems across Jamaica. Yeah, man, we don't see them do that. Tension flare at St. James gas station as residents scramble for fuel after Hurricane Melissa. What's this? Firefighters save Mandeville residents from flooding homes. Yo, Channel Star. 73-year-old woman unalived in house fire in Portmore. What? What? She was like, what is going on, bro? She was identified as Sonia E. Banks. Reports from Portmore Police Station. Firefighters respond to a blaze at a house. The fire was extinguished and the body of the senior citizen was found among the rubble. So what the hell caused this? The incident is being investigated. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. So after the storm that happened, that is wow. My goodness, nobody is safe in Jamaica. Community spirit shines at Paul Bogle High School shelter. PM to make another attempt to visit worst hit parishes today. Trelawney, like a war zone. Yeah, look at that. Look at this. Look at this person's house. All the furniture, everything. Look at this. It look like one bomb dropping at the place, yo. Look at this. Wow. All these damages. King Charles profoundly saddened by devastation caused by hurricane. Oh, really? Oh, really? Everybody, is on Jamaica, King Charles. When last time we heard from King Charles regarding Jamaica? profoundly saddened by devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. Really? I will say nothing. I will keep my mouth shut. And everything good for talk. Motorists work through the night to clear Holland Bamboo Roadway.
1 p.m. and even falling. Send something, cause if this not work out, it have to turn back. Yeah. Manpower did the best we could.
How long have you guys been out here?
Huh?
How long have we been out here doing this?
From 4 o'clock. We had chop. Power side chop.
Yeah,
we pull bamboo with chop. Yeah, we can't do no more. 1 p.m. and even falling. Send something, cause if this not work out, 9 ambulance them there stuck for the 79 patient at Black River for government. They can't pass.
You hear that? 9 ambulance stuck. That's supposed to come for 79 patients in Black River. And they can't pass. At this point, I'll tell you how long ago this was.
If you turn back, if you try a different route, it's not working. Manpower. We can't push the route. We do the best we can.
Well, gone to Rasta.
Eh? It worked, I guess.
So hold on, Mr. Boy, man, could have worked to get a job.
I'm clear from Goshen.
Come on.
From Goshen in clear from?
Yeah, from Goshen, they said. Some soldiers came from that side, from Black River side, and they said the water at middle quarters.
Watch me.
So that is another issue. So if you're not in a 4-wheel drive, and them say clear and like them matter, but you can't pass. Nobody can cross it. Who can manage your bamboo?
Body.
Yo, one thing, Jamaica take everything for Joe. Jamaicans take everything for Joe. That's one thing. It's just non-essential government offices. Me read that already. Flash flood, watch this. So this video was 13 hours ago. So I am assuming that this was Wednesday night after the storm. So these people were actively out there trying to clear roads, clear the bamboo. You know, what's that? What's that video? I want that to drop in our chat. Let me see. I want that to drop in our chat. You drop enough links, you know. Night, but drop enough links, you know. What is this? Oh, it's a shirt. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Guys, wanna hit up the like button for me, please? Don't do your boy like that. Where's this link? I can't even hit the link. I'm trying to open the link that I posted, but it's not giving me that option. Anyway, let me go to my favorite two of my favorite ladies out of the press. So I'll go and see what I missed 3 hours ago.
But much down, you know. Yeah, I'm out that door. I try to see if we can rig up something.
Yeah, before the rain come.
Yeah.
Alright, on the feet, we can hear. We're trying to do a little assessment to the extent of the damage.
I will see what's going on.
Yeah, man, I see it.
Hold up, y'all. I don't know. See. Hey, I'm okay. Hey, everybody trying to get to me. Hey, I'm okay. I didn't have any service. Lord have mercy. Hey, I'm okay. I didn't have any service. Sorry. I'm live right now on YouTube. Yeah, I didn't have any service here. Sonny, how are you doing? Bamboo needed to be maintained, but has not been for some time. It must be terrible now. Yeah. This hurricane exposed a lot, you know. Or this man-made hurricane exposed a lot. That is Zuleika Chess. Zuleika Chess is right there in St. Elizabeth, in the heart of the disaster in our constituency, working with the people. Wow.
No.
You? Huh?
Yeah, I got sure. So I am in the community of Thornton, and it's just devastating, the effect that Melissa has had on the entire community. No house has been spared. I'm coming from Windsor, and it's the very same thing. Almost everybody has lost their roofs. Some houses are flat to the ground. You can see bed outside, sofa outside. There isn't even a structure left. We've never experienced anything as awful as this, and we're struggling. We're struggling to try and see how we can put the pieces back together. I left Santa earlier this morning. The road network is a total mess. We need some urgent assistance. People need food, people need bedding, people need clothing. If you're in a position to help, please reach out.
Wow. Yo, St. Elizabeth got it rough, brother. Man, I tell you, almost 200 miles per hour winds in some instances, 175. That's why most of the roof them gone, you know. Yeah, no matter how strong them roof there was, Melissa was gonna take them off. Believe me when me tell you, God alone could have hold on them roof there.
Them, so I want some assistance. I want to go and bed and food and something. They assist me and my family. I can't get something to eat. Because right now, for man, I not to eat, nothing cook, me not cook. So I want some food stuff right now. So the Prime Minister send some food come down at Tantan. Right now, we mash up in a St. Elizabeth. Right now, we don't know where for different for our food. We want some food. Food.
All right, let me try and see what we can arrange here.
Yeah.
All right. The whole community. The whole community must
right now. Bad man. Bad. One academic bad man and first Mr. Star, my brother. Everybody right now, St. Elizabeth getting most hot all of it right now. What I hold parish. Everybody gone down. Shop flat, everything flat. Man. All in shop, that this man in fix up in shop, sister. It's flat. See how brownie, boom that shop look on it. Flat. Everywhere, everybody, right? Flat. And then house stop, come on. I won't say I go sit on me. I have to run, you have to go over. Now my house stop gone and my window pop out and my bed wet up everything.
Yes, my people, that is our one and only MP just from Northeast St. Elizabeth. Anyway, we're going in straight over to Montego Bay right now because Nikisha Burchell had this to say.
The 20 cut off. We made a plan last night and we waited for hours to find a way in. Eventually, we decided to try the path of least resistance, which took us through Long Hill, Roehampton, Mafuta.
Yo, this is what I was, man, listen, bro. Bro, I was so worried about this, you know. The water soak up the earth and the landslides. Yo, I kid you not. That was something that I was most concerned about. And if you guys check back my videos, I said it. I said, yo, do you guys realize the rain that fell and how soaked the earth is unsaturated? And then there was an earthquake. I said, look out for sinkholes in this storm. Look out for sinkhole. I said, bro, do you see what I just saw a while ago? Did y'all see that? Let me go to Nikisha Burchell page and Nikisha. I think she put it on her Facebook. Look at this.
Entrances to the constituency cut off. We made a plan last night and we waited for hours to find a way in. Eventually, we decided to try the path of least resistance, which took us through Long Hill, Roehampton, Mafuta, into Mount Horeb, Fern, and ultimately we're aiming to get to Cambridge. At the same time, Coastal Garden had a team that was making their way from Stonehenge towards Cambridge to meet us halfway. Our goal was to reach those in greatest need, to deliver some food to them, and to check on the shelters and assess medical emergencies and reconnect communities that have been completely cut off since Melissa, the merciless, passed through. We're also working to open a path from Mount Horeb through Barnet Bush to Springfield, Barnesfield, Maroontown, Garland, Moko, Arcata. Garland is my home, where my parents, my brother, they are still marooned. We haven't heard from them since the storm. And many of you are in the same position, waiting to hear from loved ones. Please know that I'm trying to get to them. And I will update you whenever I can connect, even briefly, like I'm doing now, through someone's Starlink. There's only a narrow, very precarious lane open through Long Hill up to Montpelier. Beyond that, the stretch toward Copper is completely blocked. Concrete light poles are down, strewn across the road. And near the Copperwood Community Center, those who made it out on foot told us that a flooded sinkhole has covered the road.
What? A flooded what? A flooded what? Bro. A flooded what? Sinkhole. This is exactly what I was worried about. Flooded sinkhole in the road. Yo, listen, man.
About 6 or so feet high, they tell me. Even if we clear the poles, we can't pass until the water recedes. So we're focusing on the Anchovy, Roehampton, Mafuta route. Along that path, the destruction is widespread. Homes, shops, bars, gone. Landmarks we once knew are now unrecognizable. At Anchovy High School, 3 men are still sheltering there under a blown-off roof, and no food or means to cook. So we're arranging meals for them. Today we're cooking at Miss Bev's in Lawsley and distributing from a little kitchen there to whoever we can reach. Rompton Primary, Refuge Apostolic Church also lost their roof. Clinic in Rompton flattened, gone, and we still can't reach because they're primary. You remember the Spring Bottom community that I showed you some time ago, where that beautiful well once stood? The whole community is now underwater, submerged, families displaced. An elderly man is there who urgently needs medical attention. He's at Rasta Matty's home in the Buena Vista area near Spring Corner, Spring Bottom. He has a detached catheter and urinal bag, and it's bleeding.
My God.
And he needs to get out. Only a small boat can reach him. And in the midst of all of this devastation, something gave me hope last night. A young man was riding his bike, desperate to reach a nurse in Normandy. He was coming from Fern. His girlfriend there, that baby, over the poles to clear the path and got him food. So you see, in the middle of that storm, there was still a little hope. There was still love. But that little baby is who we're fighting for. I just hope, as I said, that they don't name the baby Melissa.
Oh my God.
Tickle top. So far, we're aware of a woman in Carlton who is still inside her car. She died. She needs to be airlifted out urgently. Another body was in the ball ground area. Last I spoke, I don't know, a local funeral home was trying to get to them. I don't know where they're going to store the body. And in Blue Hole, a man is believed to still be inside his home. He died during the storm and no way to reach him.
Wow.
This is the reality of rural life after disaster. I want to thank those who've been working around the clock to clear the roads and reconnect our communities. Reese and the crew from Stonehenge, Garnet and the team that is pushing through Springfield to Maroontown, the bikers and the men in Lawson, Roehampton, Mafuta, who didn't know where they were going to sleep last night, but they were clearing the road. And Styles, who has been out clearing the roads, supplying food to those who need it. Without pay, without food, without knowing where they're going to lay their heads, they were looking out for their neighbors. That is the true spirit of South St. James. That is what gives me hope. I know that hospitals and commercial areas have to be prioritized. But when we're ready for the conversation, I want you to know that rural people matter too. We need food, medicine, communication, and dignity for our dead. We cannot continue to be the last to get in again. Melissa came straight for us in deep rural, and we deserve a response that reflects that reality. We need the helicopters here. We need the resources where they're true.
Bro, I said this before I saw this video. I said, yo, I hope that them sending down all of the relief, the main relief, Me say, Mr. Trump, sir, you can get some helicopter. Them supposed to do everything that humanly possible for go St. Elizabeth, go help the people, When you hear that baby are born, people dead in them car, people dead in them house, bodies are there. Yo, Virgin. Yo, this is, man, bro. We have to go pray harder for these people get some people them hungry. The people them, yo, I never saw all of this. Yo, this is insane.
We needed, not for show, not for PR, not to fly over, but to get food to our people, to connect our communities and to...
Oh, that's the thing. So Andrew, you fly over. Andrew only a fly over and assess damage. So why don't you use the damn helicopter then to get the people them out? But you fly over, assess damage. You can't use some drones and fly over and assess damage. Why you don't use the helicopter to get some people out or need to get out? Critical. What kind of, yo, this dude, bro. Priorities, bro. Priorities. So Andrew, you fly over the community then, brother. When the people them need helicopter to take them up and carry them go to hospital and bear things, brother. It's too late, and the place dark, so me really not go off right now. Me hold back. Me not tell them lie. Me hold back.
It's for dead to morgues. This is the hardest thing I've had to witness, but it has strengthened my resolve. We will rebuild, we will recover, and we're gonna do it together. I'll keep updating you whenever I can connect. Stay safe, South St. James. I'm on my way. I'm coming to you.
Andrew don't have no love for his people. Facts. Absolute facts, bro.
And we are in Normandy, near Mafuta in South St. James. This is not his constituency, but in order to get into his constituency, he has to ensure that this alternate route is clear to get to the people in the Catadupa division through Cambridge, etc., as all the other routes are still blocked. Councillor Gordon, what's your plan to get us into Cambridge and getting people from Cambridge into Montego Bay?
We will be getting some assistance from the municipal corporation tomorrow morning, and GPS has offered the parish council assistance also. So we should be able to have one way clear into Cambridge, Catadupa tomorrow, providing that all holds.
If you think it is bad where you are, we were only able to access the constituency through Long Hill this afternoon, and it is still not two-way traffic. It's really bad in South St. James. We are unable to access the constituency through Springfield because Johns Hall Spring Mount is still blocked. The constituency is still blocked at Copper in Montpelier, and we are, as I told you, in Roehampton, where it is still blocked. We have community members who came out and they've used their machetes and their saws, whatever they could, to clear the road up to a point. But we've reached the end of our line tonight, and so we're going to have to turn back and try this again tomorrow. South St. James, we have taken quite the beating, but we are stronger and more resilient than anyone, anywhere. And together, we are going to make the best of this. Let me tell you, I may not be able to get to you tonight, but look out for me. I'm coming to find you. In the meantime, look out for those who are the most needy amongst us. Let's get them the food they need and try to rebuild together. Heart of love.
Wow. Wow.
Wait, I'm coming to you.
Those are the two latest videos she did. That was the video that she did tonight. That was yesterday. Wow. This one was 4 hours ago that she posted. General Star. Wow. Let me go to this page right here, see what's going on. Darliston, Westmoreland.
Our hearts are heavy for us. In the wake of Hurricane Melissa, our hearts are heavy for all Jamaicans facing loss and hardship. We pray for God's covering and strength for our nation. We stand in solidarity with you. Our resolve to support you is unwavering. We will rebuild together as one Jamaica.
Big up yourself, Mark Golden.
In the wake of
this is his constituency. Man, I working, man. Mark Golden now flying on a helicopter. Mark Golden up on the ground, you hear that? On the ground. You understand? Yeah, man, the man now flying on a helicopter. The man up on the ground. Oh, yes, he can give them some care packages. Yes, Mark Golden give them some food and stuff to the people within their constituency. Yeah, I don't really want to play the music, but because I don't know if it'll go give me a copyright issue. So, as you can see, those are the care packages. You understand? In his constituency. I heard that he spent some money, you know. I heard that he spent some money in his area. That lady is the counselor in his area. She's phenomenal. She is phenomenal. You understand? Look at Mark Golden. Literally in the areas where the people are. Literally. Not on a helicopter. Why is he flying in a helicopter? To assess damage. Bro, the man them could have used some drones. Let me tell you something. You see, if this government was thinking, they could have. Who is that guy? This is the opposition leader. This is my prime minister, Mark Jefferson Golden. All right, he's my prime minister. All right, not the official. He's my prime minister. This is my prime minister of Jamaica. This is who should be running the country. Period. But we're not gonna get into that right now. I'm not gonna get into that right now. Shout out to Mark Golden.
later on into our program. But right now, let's go to our invite opposition leader Mark Go.
Yeah, man, I'm good. It's just no light. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, respect. Salute to everybody with the well wishes. As you can see, it's pitch black, bro. Like there's the street, cars are driving past, and you know what I'm saying? Thank God I have service. Like, you feel me? Like, thank God for that. So I'm definitely gonna be using up the service tonight. And yeah, my battery bank is almost out. My battery bank is almost out, but I will be going to the spot in the morning to get it rebooted up. Yeah, no, there's no option for super chat. I live in Jamaica. I monetize, but they don't give me any. They don't give me. Well, I know I'm not working. No. See, I'm not working. I'm not working. This YouTube is my source of income. So I'm not working. You know, although I come on here and, you know, I'm passionate about the things I talk about, this is work. What I'm doing right now is work. You guys hitting the like button, sharing the live, watching the videos. Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? I have 4 platforms. I've been working my ass off to get them off the road to a point where they can, you know, move like well-oiled machines. Yeah, bro. Steven, thank you, Steven. Steve, exactly. That is exactly what I'm saying, bro. They could use the drones to drop off the care packages to people, bro. I mean, why is anybody not thinking about this? I have a Cash App, CC. It's right there. The pin comment, donate to the Cash App, $DH7220. Yeah, it's right there. DH7220. The name on the Cash App is Paul Chin. I do have Cash App. It's pinned right there. And if you look at Nightbot,
who's joining us via Zoom at this time. Good evening, Mr. Golden.
Sorry, hold on, Mr. Golden. Give me a second. Oh, this is a nice video. 12 minutes. I'm definitely gonna listen to this. So yeah. Do y'all have basements or is like no, I don't have basements, no. Steve, you took the words out of my mouth literally. Like you literally took the words out of my mouth. That's exactly what the point I was going to make. Why in God's green earth aren't they not doing that? Why aren't they not bringing medical supplies and food to these areas that are locked off? Bro, it's modern time now, bro. You gotta be kidding me, bro. It's modern time now. They got big ass drones, right? They got big ass drones that they could literally send medical supplies to these areas that are affected. People that have sugar, people that have all types of different ailments. Oh, you already know. Listen, if they had robots on deck that could clear the roadways and those trees, yeah, that would be very useful. I am all for those robots. The robots that can clear the roadways and move the light wire and them stuff there, and not have humans put themselves at risk. Yeah, I am all for those robots. Those robots make a lot of sense. And they would be very useful right now. Big ass robots that can cut down these goddamn trees, move them. You know, robots half the size of the Autobots. You know what I'm saying? Half the height of the Autobots. You don't want them to be too intimidating, too big. Nah, you don't want that.
Yeah. Good evening. Nice to be on the show.
All right. Thanks so much, Mr. Golden, for joining us. First of all, how are you doing personally?
Personally, I'm fine, thank you. I live in the corporate area. We were largely spared severe weather. We've had heavy winds all through from last night, continuing right through the day, including now, but not so severe as to be damaging or dangerous, I think.
Yeah.
And very little water damage, which was a bit of a surprise because I think the expectations were for flooding, which I know parts of Jamaica suffered terrible flooding, but the corporate area seems to have been largely spared that, thank God. So I'm okay. My constituency, I've been tracking it, of South St. Andrew, quite a bit of tree damage. Some houses have been impacted by that, damaged by falling trees. And
this is the opposition leader, Mark Jefferson Golding. All right, this is my prime minister. He's not the official prime minister, but he's my prime minister of the People's National Party.
Some light posts and so on that are definitely in need of attention from JPS. But overall, I think Kingston and St. Andrew, we have been very fortunate. Of course, the situation elsewhere in the island is terrible. I mean, it started from, Saturday, Sunday, and Eastern Jamaica got quite badly hit at that time. And then, of course, last night coming into today, Central and Western Jamaica has been very badly hit. And I don't think we are in a position really to know how badly yet.
Oh, he has already started helping his people. The video that I showed earlier, that was him going through the constituency, helping the people with food and clean and water and stuff like that. So he was going through, he spent his own money, I believe. And this is something that he does a lot. It's not for show. It's really a guy like, you see when you say Bolo is a nice guy? Yeah, man, I'm okay for the most part.
Because it is ongoing.
When you say that Bolo is a nice guy, this guy is a nice guy. Mr. Mark Jefferson Golding is a really good human being. He's a humanitarian, he's a very good human being. Yeah, real talk.
But it's quite obvious that there's been devastating damage.
Yeah. Do you agree with the Disaster Risk Management Act that forced several community members?
Well, mentally, I can't say I'm okay mentally, because just being honest, what has happened to my brothers and sisters here in Jamaica, although it didn't directly happen to me, it affects me. It really does. Especially now when you don't have any light and you don't have any internet and you're alone and you're thinking about all that has happened. It has a toll. It takes a toll on you. I'm very much aware of that mental burden, and for the most part, I have to say, I think I've dealt with it very good. But man, this is tough, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. And I don't think we have really got the full scope as yet as to how much lives were affected in this. CC says she wants some sauce up. Yo, CC, talk about that. I didn't realize there was a sauce up tree in my yard, until I found one on the ground. When the storm was done, I didn't see the CC is funny. I didn't realize that soursop was in my yard until it is horrible. We have to keep praying. We have to keep praying. All of us have to keep. Well, for those who pray, I encourage them to keep praying. Oh, I'm praying. Trust me. I've prayed more in these last few days, throughout the storm, than I prayed previously for the entire year. Trust me. I just keep praying, man.
Was into mandatory evacuation in some of these southern coastal communities?
Well, it's better to be safe than sorry. People are always reluctant to leave their homes, but the law does allow for it in the conditions that we were threatened with. And, I think people should just work with the authorities in a situation like this. You don't always get it 100% right. I'm sure that there's some people who are asked to evacuate or required to evacuate, and their communities may have been spared, so it may have seemed like it was unnecessary, but hindsight is 20/20 vision in these things. Overall, I think it's necessary to have that power, because we do have people who live in potentially very dangerous areas, low-lying areas, flood-prone areas, and so on. And the state has to, in times like this, where there's immense danger, sometimes the state has to make a decision for people in their best interests.
Now, Mr. Coding, I think it's safe to say that what we've seen over the past few days has been an all-hands-on-deck approach. So I'm sure that you would have been in dialogue with with other parliamentary members throughout the course of today, some of whom are members of parliament in some of these very vulnerable parishes. We have Zalika Jest out in St. Elizabeth, for example. What has been the word you've received on the ground so far this evening? Because we here at CPM have been unable to reach literally anyone in St. Elizabeth. What has been
Westmoreland, for example,
right
Hanover today? We spoke to some of them yesterday. We weren't able to get to any of them today. Hopefully, you've had better luck.
What has been that word?
I'm in a similar situation in terms of the communications from that side of the island, especially the last few hours, have been scanty. We have seen videos which have shown, the high level of damage done in place.
Let me say this. And this is something that I forgot to mention. I wish that I had reached out to Andre and asked him to send me a specific picture. It probably would have been tedious, but I wish that I did. Maybe he could have found it. Do you guys remember? And I'm talking to my Jamaican people right now that watch the program regularly, watch Andre Stevens. You guys remember when we were asking about the oil and we put up the oil maps? Does anybody have the oil maps? Wait a minute. Hold up. Let me see. Oil maps of Jamaica. Something came to me. Oh, here it is. God is good. God is the greatest, man. I'm telling y'all. God is the greatest. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the areas, oh shoot, that's kind of bright. Let me just screenshot this so I can keep it in the phone. All right, check this out. Nice. All right, you see this? Where did the storm hit? Where did the storm hit, guys? You see that? That is potential oil seeps. This is the potential oil seeps, areas that they are going to dig for oil in Jamaica. Is it a coincidence that the storm lingered in these areas? Is it a coincidence that the storm damaged and entered this area right here is where St. Elizabeth is, you know. You see this area right here? This is where St. Elizabeth hit. Now, is it possible that the elements that Andrew, Joy, how are you doing? Is it possible that the elements that Andrew was speaking about in regards to St. Elizabeth was the oil and the gold? When you look at this map, ladies and gentlemen, when you take a look at this map, the oil, most of the oil potential is on the side where Black River is. I don't know if that's a coincidence. I'm just asking. Is it a coincidence though? That the storm passed through all of those areas in the ocean? The storm was supposed to come to the northeast side of Jamaica, but it stayed in the west. The west, all of that area in the west, in the ocean right there, oil potential. Is it a coincidence? Where the storm entered from the east, all of those areas have oil potential. But the oil potential is mostly in the west, and that's where the storm hit. Is it a coincidence? Listen, I don't know where this goes. I'm just asking questions, because this stuff is some funny stuff. This stuff is some funny stuff. I thought about that yesterday. I was supposed to say it to my mother, but I forgot. Because me and, you know, this time now, the downtime, you know, last night me and mommy was right here, so, you know what I mean, talking for the whole night, talking about life and everything. You know what I'm saying? And just having a solid conversation. Right? Because out here, so it's cool. The house is hot. There's no light. So we were just right here. She was on the settee. I was on the settee. She was on the settee and I was on the ground on a sponge. You know what I mean? Very comfortable. You know? Yeah, I mean, my people is just good. I think they're good. I haven't heard from my uncle down that side where he's most badly hit. You know, but they told me that I shouldn't worry because he lives in the hills and it's not somewhere that entertains landslide. So he's solid. Because landslide is what I was worrying about. I'm not worried about him getting flooded. You know what I'm saying? No, not Black River. Not Black River. No. Not Black River. We said that's why they flew there first. Yo, I don't know if anybody else is talking about this, but this, we need to check this out, bro. We need to keep that in our mental holster. That the storm went almost exactly where all of the areas were oil. And Andrew Olin spoke about. Let me play that back. Yeah, let me play that back. For some people out here that weren't here, listen to this. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up.
Speaking at the opening of the new KFC location in Black River today, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness said, following advice from the Urban Development Corporation, UDC, the parish is the best option. Kelisha Williams has that story.
Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness used the opening of this KFC location in Black River, St. Elizabeth Saturday morning to announce what he has described as a big deal moment, not just for the parish, but for Jamaica.
But suffice to say that the area that we have been advised is the best area to do an entirely new city, and it is because all the requisite elements to create a new city exist here. And you don't want to create a city that replicates Montego Bay and replicates Kingston. You want to create something unique. And therefore, this parish, St. Elizabeth, would be where we would be looking to develop our.
The requisite elements necessary to build a city. Oh, I'm sure oil would be the requisite element. I'm sure gold would be the requisite element to build a city in St. Perfect place. And is that the reason why the storm went to St. Elizabeth? Is it a coincidence? Man, listen, man. We can't make this up, bro. Listen, guys, I am going to leave it there.
In places like Black River, Santa Cruz,
I am going to leave it there, my good people. I want to thank you guys for checking up on me, you know, pulling up. Shout out to Sassy81 for showing some love to the Cash App. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Yeah, I'm about to head inside now. It's dark, y'all. It's dark as hell. See y'all later.
So Westmoreland, Savannah, Ma.
See you guys later. The word is love. Peace. Remember to hit the like button before you leave. CC, everybody, Cutting Edge, Joy. If this doesn't wake up people, some people are still going to be asleep. They'll never wake up. Some of them are lost. They'll never be found. You know, it is what it is. We can't worry about them, you know. Who it reaches, it reaches. This is supposed to spark people's brain for them to think and ask critical questions. Nothing that was said in this video you can say, oh, it's a conspiracy. No, these are my thoughts. I might be wrong, and one day I might be proven to be right when the evidence comes out, or I might be proven wrong. Either way, it's just my opinions. All right, don't believe anything I'm saying in this video. Go and do your own research, period. All right, I'm out. See y'all later. Peace.